Vitamin K2's unique role in vascular health goes far beyond the calcium-directing function most people learn about. This vitamin specifically activates autophagy in vascular smooth muscle cells, where it prevents and potentially reverses arterial calcification through cellular cleanup of calcium deposits and damaged components. Understanding this mechanism reveals why K2 deserves attention for cardiovascular longevity. The menaquinone form, especially -7 Malawian quatches, regulates matrix GLA protein, and when this protein gets activated through K2-dependent autophagy, it protects against age-related arterial stiffness. The research shows that consistent K2 intake over 3 to 6 months produces measurable cardiovascular benefits, but this requires patience and sustained consumption. Let's rank the sources realistically. Natto provides 850 micrograms per 3 ounces, making it by far the richest source. But most Western palates find natto challenging. Hard cheeses aged over 1 year provide about 75 micrograms per ounce. Soft cheeses offer around 50 micrograms. Egg yolks from pasture-raised chickens contain approximately 32 micrograms. Chicken liver has about 13 micrograms. The distinction between -4 Malawian kwachas and -7 Malawian kwachas forms matters. -7 Malawian kwachas has a longer half-life, staying in your circulation longer and potentially offering superior benefits for vascular health. Most supplements use -7 Malawian kwachas derived from natto fermentation. The optimal intake ranges from 90 to 180 micrograms daily for cardiovascular protection. The synergy with vitamin D is essential to understand. Vitamin D increases calcium absorption, which is beneficial for bones but potentially problematic for arteries if calcium deposits in the wrong places. Vitamin K2 ensures absorbed calcium goes to bones rather than arteries. Taking high-dose vitamin D without adequate K2 could theoretically worsen arterial calcification. This isn't just theoretical, it's mechanistically plausible and deserves consideration. For people on blood thinners, particularly warfarin, vitamin K2 creates complications. Warfarin works by blocking vitamin K, so increasing K intake counteracts the medication. This doesn't mean avoiding K2 entirely, but it requires medical supervision and potentially dose adjustments. Consistency in K intake becomes more important than complete avoidance. The timeline for benefits requires realistic expectations. Arterial calcification develops over decades. Reversing it through K2 supplementation and autophagy activation isn't rapid. The studies showing benefits used consistent K2 intake for months to years. This is a long-game intervention, not a quick fix. The challenge of meeting K2 needs through diet alone is substantial unless you're consuming natto regularly or eating significant quantities of aged cheese daily. For most people, supplementation becomes practical. Quality matters, choosing supplements with verified -7 Malawian kwachas content and appropriate dosing. Here's my assessment. Vitamin K2's role in vascular autophagy is biochemically sound and clinically supported. The mechanisms make sense, the research shows benefits, and the intervention is relatively low risk for most people. Ensuring adequate K2 through fermented foods like natto when tolerable, aged cheeses, and quality supplementation supports cardiovascular health through enhanced vascular cellular cleanup.